reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
I'm so in love with you. You got me down again.
Welcome to the round table. What's going on? What's going on, people?
Yeah.
Out there? How y'all doing out there?
We doing lovely.
Yeah, you can reach us. Yeah. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
Yes, sir.
The Evening Rush Network has their own app up, so now you can reach us on all platforms in the app.
Yes, sir.
Pulling up, we got our host today, Allie Moon.
You.
What up?
And our special guest, Miss Pashi. How you doing?
We can't hear you.
Okay.
Well, she's in the building, though. What up?
Yeah, she's in the building, and we got our brother, Shone the Don.
Let's go, man.
It's just Dawn. But what's good, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
The Dawn.
You already.
You already know what it is.
You already know.
Right? So, what's going on with you? Your weekend this week?
I know my weekend was all right. I've been getting too fucked up, and that's not a good look, but it been all right, though. It been all right. Yo, getting too fat too, man. I got to try to lose this weight, man. Getting too fat too. It's all right.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what's up. What's up with your rock? What's going on, baby?
Shit. Hi. All weekend.
All weekend, man.
Okay. Yeah, Miss Pachi, how was your weekend?
Long. Very long.
Okay, very long. I hear that.
Wait, pause.
She said pause. I like that one. I like that.
Yo, what up, TK? I see you.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. That's what's going on.
Yo,
how was your weekend, Mr. Don Bron?
Yo, my weekend's been exciting already, man. I've been lit already, man. Shout out to Rel's Relaxation last night. Great show. You already know. Just out here chilling, man. Like living the life right now, man.
Word.
Shout out to the Evening Rush Media Group. You already know the label. You know what I mean? Through Sony. Yo, we appreciate y'all over there. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to my dude, Terrence Rush, man. I had a great weekend. I was on Friday night with TK and her family over there at Chronicles of a Black Sheep. So yeah, I'm everywhere right now. I'm everywhere.
You're
a traveler.
I see.
Yeah. And then tonight I'm blessed. I'm on Brooklyn at the Brown Table.
Yeah.
We appreciate you,
definitely
brother.
know I'm in the mood right now.
That's the happen.
I'm definitely ready for the turn up.
Well,
yeah,
man.
definitely that. We definitely want to try to do some things, bro. We definitely trying to make it happen. Yeah. So I don't know. Hit us with the topic for the night, bro.
Oh, you ready to get right into business?
You already know what
I just want y'all just tell people topic for the night now.
Let's get into business, man.
It's her right to choose motherhood, or let it go. It's the right to choose motherhood or let it go. What y'all think about that? What you think, Miss Lady?
Well, I feel like if you're gonna take away the rights of a woman choosing to reproduce or not, then there should be more precautions for the men. Like
I said it's
or consequences for the men per se. Because if a woman is raped, you telling me I gotta have my rapist baby? Like, come on. That's some wild shit. You already have to deal with that trauma of being raped. Now I gotta raise. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that goes on through a lot of homes too. That You got family members that's doing that too. Just raping their own family members. And yeah, you is right on that. Having a baby from a rapist and all of that. I feel with your situation or any female situation, it's a woman's right to choose whatever they want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and that's well as well as a male. You wouldn't like it if they tell a male he have to get himself to, circumcised and all of that. So, it
I mean,
is.
you mean vasectomy, but I got you.
I'm sorry. Good looking, bro. Good looking,
No,
bro.
I got you, bro. I got you.
But so it should go both ways. If you tell a female what they can't do, it's the same thing as a male. You should be telling him the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. You
And
know.
not only that, it goes deeper than that though, because the child
Yes.
who
Yep.
didn't
Yep.
even ask to be brought here has to deal with the fact that at some point when they get older, and let's just say verbatim, okay, so the father's not around. This woman has to explain to this child, you are a product of rape or whatever the case may be. That's going to traumatize the child. Even if they 18, 19, 20, it's still going to be something that, bro, you're going to have to go to therapy for.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just a sticky situation. I don't agree with it, but...
Let me ask you a question real quick, right?
Uh-huh.
You said that's something that you got to explain to the child.
Yeah.
Why would you want to explain that to a child? Like, why would you want to
Because-
tell that child that, you are a product of this situation?
Because I believe in telling children the truth. Well, when they reach a certain age and they're able to understand,
At
I
some
believe
point.
in telling them the truth.
Yeah.
Because we raise our children with this mindset of don't lie, don't steal, don't do this, don't do that. But then to save face, we're lying to the child. No, be honest with them, because not only that, when they go out into the real world, there are different things that they're gonna have to face. You have to prepare them for that. So
Yeah.
it starts at home.
Yeah.
I don't believe that not telling them is lying. I believe not telling them is protecting them. That trauma from telling them that can cause a longer mental problem with that child.
Of course it can, but
But
also not knowing can too.
but what
Because what
you,
happens if your child is constantly, well, you guys are men, so you don't have to deal with it from a woman's perspective. But this
No,
child wants to know, where is their father? Why
and
is my dad not around?
and that's understandable. And that's what she has said to me. I fall off and say to some point, yeah, you do have to tell them children, because they're gonna ask you eventually. They going to know where they came from, and you're gonna have to tell them. And lying to them, and then they find out, that can make them hate you. It
Even
can make
more.
it. It can turn you
see, these are things, like I said, certain things. I believe children shouldn't know. And only it's once again, it's a protection thing. It's not me lying to you. It's me loving you enough to say, listen, you know what I mean? There's multiple ways to tell a child, like, listen, your father's not here. You know what I'm saying? Some of us grew up without fathers. So, even if the father was around and he really wasn't around, and some women use other ways to tell the kids, like, your father's not coming back
Of course.
at a certain time. But you don't, like, mental abuse. I mean, that is like crazy when you think about how deep counselors have to go.
It is.
Once we tell these children something, and you don't know the impact that could have as far as them growing up. I know my father's a rapist. So
You
But
now,
here's the thing: you're not gonna tell a 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8,
Oh.
9
Yep.
year old
Exactly.
child.
Yep.
I'm talking about when they are of age to understand, maybe 17, because some
That was
17-year-olds are
a
mature,
PC. Right.
but
Yep.
like 18 and older, where they have a
Yep. That's true.
little
That's what you
sense
said.
of something, because they're gonna ask when they
Yep.
see their friends or their cousins and they this and they that with their parents. It's gonna make them, well, they're
Yep.
gonna question,
yeah,
how
Yep.
come I grew up without his dad? Or what
Yep.
was my dad like? And you could sit there and lie to the skin of your teeth, but at some point, the child, like flock
She
of
want to
sheep,
know. Yep.
they're
And
gonna want to know, or they're gonna find out. we done seen in the Black community so many family functions go in array because somebody done drunk too much, they done got into it,
Yep. And start
you know
talking.
what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it's a sticky situation.
And understand, I I agree with you. I do believe that women should not have to keep a rapist baby. I'm just looking at the child's point of view.
And to me, it ain't even all about a rapist baby. It's about all kind of ways. If she feel that she cannot afford to have it, she's not in the right position, in the right spot. You can't just blame her for having the baby because it took two people that had the baby. So if you're gonna take that privilege away from her, you should be able to take that privilege away from that male for him not to be able to produce. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody is sexual.
Thing, though,
It's not?
That's not the same thing. A woman having an abortion doesn't mean she can't have kids anymore. You talking about a man having a vasectomy? That means he can't never have kids again.
Yo, but
that's not the same thing.
Okay.
That's if they was tying all women's tubes or burning their tubes, and then that would be the same thing as vasectomy. But if not, that's different. You can't really compare that.
Okay. I respect that.
So then what about the men who's running around here? I don't know if we could cuss because on my show I'm a little.
No, you good. You good.
Okay.
I own this.
They running around here fucking women raw dog. Any and every woman raw dog, right?
Thank you.
Getting them pregnant. As soon as they hear they pregnant, they might boom, they go to next like.
Yeah.
So what are the consequences for them?
Yeah.
Because now this woman has to raise this child by herself. Now it takes two to tango. Don't get me wrong. So women.
Oh, because I was about to say that's a choice.
Whatever. That was the choice.
Yeah, I was about to chime in.
She still has to deal with that baby for 18 years. This nigga done moved on to the next chick and
had more kids.
Like, come on.
I have a question though. Knowing everything you just said, right? Shouldn't women be the more responsible one with that? Knowing that they got to deal with more of the consequences.
Having your own condoms and stuff, but
like at the end of the day, who controls sex though? It's not men. Because if I do, I'm a rapist. At the end of the day, you have to let me have sex with you.
Right.
You don't let me have sex with you, I'm a rapist.
Right.
So you control whether or not we're having sex or not.
That's a small point.
You ain't a rapist unless you're a rapist. If a woman tells you no, and you know how to, first of all,
no means no.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right? If a woman tells you no, that doesn't make
sense. Smarter than. At what point do women become smarter than? All I got to do is say is a couple lines, and then you just gonna let me beat it raw? Like, come on.
But that
we got to smarten up after a while.
Hold up. Let her talk.
That's her responsibility. Like, if she chooses to do that, then I mean, you gonna have to do the consequences, mama, because you knew.
See, this is where I do agree with Eddie, saying like there is a choice. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, men and women have choices. Every woman that I have a child with, they had a choice. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I told them, on the real side, is I disagree with abortion. You know what I mean? I'm against abortion, and
you take care of your kids. That's the difference, because you got niggas that they don't believe in abortion, but they don't believe in taking care of their kids either.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's another show. That's another show. And that's another show. That's another show. Yeah, that's another show.
That's a fact.
That's another show. And that's another show.
That's a fact, man.
But look, think about it. Isn't it the same as, let's just say verbatim, right? A guy and a woman meet, they go on a date, because I've seen it happen like the first night, the one night stands and stuff. Shorty ends up pregnant.
Right.
You don't want a kid.
Yeah.
Isn't it kind of like, come on.
Well, once again,
hold
up, let's get this once again. When we decide to have sex, and you let me go up in there without a condom, there's a slight possibility. There's a slight possibility that you're gonna get pregnant.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
And with me, it might be twins. So I was
it
definitely,
might be twins.
definitely wrap that shit up.
Baby, don't sleep with him, raw dog.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm out the
Make
game.
it make sense. We trying to, man. We trying to make it make sense. TK.
And condoms break. Yes, that's true. Because one of my kids is a product of a condom breaking.
Yeah.
So I do. You 100% correct on that. But once again, that goes with me telling you that I said to myself, like, yo, listen, she was like, yo, the condom broke, but should we have this baby? And I'm gonna be honest. That time I didn't want the baby.
Fruit love the kid.
You know what I mean?
Alamo love the kid.
That was the one time I said, yo, you know what? Maybe you should have an abortion. And I even put the bread up for it.
But you see, that's a woman.
But of her choice, she still had the baby.
At least
that's cool.
Different.
That's what's up.
That's her choice.
Yeah.
That's her choice. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say about the abortion joint. It should be a woman's choice. It should not be no government.
No, it should be a man's choice as well, bro.
Right,
I'm gonna tell you why, because them are my seeds.
Yeah, so
but I should have a choice.
Right. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Exactly. Tell you.
No, I agree.
I respect that too, but I also respect if that woman can feel she could take care of your seeds, and it's a lot of mothers like that taking care of their seeds without no help from a man. So if she want that's her first baby, then it should be.
Yeah, and some women will do that. And me personally, my first child was the product of a broken condom, and she knows that she is the product of a broken condom. I don't know. Parents do what you do.
It's a woman's choice.
Rubbers.
Thank you. It's a woman's choice, man. So nobody else.
To answer your question, no, she does not know she's a product of a broken condom. She just knows her father loves her, and he'll do what he has to do. And that, once again,
that's right.
All say it's a woman's choice. Technically, we put them nuts in there, man.
Yo, but still and all, brother. Still and all, brother. She have the right to. That's her body too. That's her body. She have the right to keep it or do whatever she want to do with it. It's nobody else's right. It's nobody else's right. I don't care if you the father. I don't care if you the father. You
feel as a father you
should have gripped up. You should have gripped up, not sex, or pulled out. You should have pulled out. You should have gripped up. You should have did all kind of stuff.
What if she on the pill, all that? She still
exactly. So, you gotta
know. Just what Eddie Brock just said. What if she tell you I'm on the pill, and you just like, okay, cool, she on the pill, and she still get pregnant?
It's happened many times.
It did.
So that should be rape, right? Because she stole my seed.
What?
I agree.
What? She stole your kid? What she did?
Yeah.
I stole my seed.
She stole your seed.
She told me she on the pill. Yeah. So I'm assuming I could shoot up the club.
Everything is 99 point whatever percentage.
Still, that was still. I didn't tell her she could have my kids.
That's kind of crazy right there. That's crazy.
You gotta get that back. You gotta get that back.
You gotta get that back. Your rights. If you take that right away, women's will try dangerous ways to abort the baby. And that's
100% true. That's 100% true.
Yeah.
Isn't that the way they used to do it back in the days? Like they used to take
but that was called murder. That was called murder.
Iron or some shit. And
castor oil.
Not iron. I'm sorry.
Castor oil.
Wire hanger. The wire hanger.
And castor
oil.
Coat
hangers.
They have this powder form.
Coat hangers. Coat hangers. Castor oil with a teaspoon of turpentine.
He's saying a turkey.
Mike know the recipe.
He's trying to bake a turkey. What you doing? He's baking a turkey.
Yo, they used to do that.
Yeah, hanger.
They used to do down south.
It's got a water baser. What you gonna put some gravy?
Homemade abortions, bro.
And pan beef doesn't always work. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. How you know the plan B doesn't work? TK, you got me wondering right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you too? Oh, both of you? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my business.
You use a turkey baster. You use a turkey
I believe in honesty.
Put it up your butt and
honesty.
squeeze it. Yo, y'all is crazy. He said a turkey baster in your butt and squeeze it. And then you put cinnamon. It's crazy.
No,
yeah.
you know, back
my man based in a butterball.
Push women down the steps.
Yeah, beat him up, punch him in there. That's murder.
See, I disagree. I disagree with everybody in there saying that a woman's choice is not a man's input.
Yes,
but I feel like we should have an input.
And I'm a male telling you, I'm with the woman. I'm a male with the woman saying exactly. If my mom wanted to keep me, that was on her. That wasn't on my pops. And I'm glad he didn't do that. Say, yo, I want you to board him. Like, yo, you don't know what she was going to make out of that. Not welfare, though. Some keep them because of welfare. Some keep them and have multiple kids and put them on welfare. I ain't saying that type of stuff. That's probably why, hypothetically, they want to talk about abortion because some of them just do it for the checks.
I agree with that. Sorry, there's a lot of you bitches that never had a job a day in your fucking life and you think that shit is cute. I got 8 kids and I be having a bust my ass. I want to slap some of you hoes. But anyways, neither here nor there. Who got the kids? I kind of, when you put it like that, Alamo. I mean,
you said you got 8 kids,
so I'm not in no position to judge anyone. All right.
Posh, you said you got 8 kids.
I sure do.
Okay, I got 9, so don't you know, we good. I hold all them.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, I hold them all down. Let
me tell you something. Ain't nobody could have told y'all the goddamn thing, right?
Well, no.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say right now with that abortion. Ain't nobody told y'all what to do. Hell no, y'all listen. And that's the bad side thing.
Abortion.
Yeah.
5 of those kids.
Yo, that was a chill round.
Married.
Black buddy.
Right? So it's a difference.
See what I'm saying? She was married for 5.
Was banging and banging, like sliding all over the place.
Yeah.
And then my other 3, ain't a childhood sweetheart. Obviously, we ain't together, but I know who my children's daddy is. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, women, you do have to be more careful. Some of y'all, we careless, going to the club, going home.
Like Marisol. Marisol.
First of all, I need to know what your mental history is like. And all that, your family, all that. I can't have a kid with a random person. So how is y'all that do?
Yeah. So
I don't know. And if I get pregnant, I'll discuss it with. Well, my husband ain't have no choice, but I'm just saying. In the future, if
you're not gonna give your husband a choice.
If the man does not want the baby, neither do I. I'm gonna keep it about.
Okay.
I don't want it. Because I am not about to sit here and raise a child by myself. That's just me.
Right.
I'm not a selfish woman like that. I can swallow my pride and say, all right, they don't want to meet this why.
Yeah.
So, somebody get me pregnant again. First of all, I'm dumping the baby on the mother porch. Like, gosh, y'all kids.
There you go. Here you go.
Okay.
This is yours.
That's fucked up.
Here you go.
It's always adoption.
He would have to.
Always adoption. Yeah, what's up with the adoption? It's always adoption.
Yo, you ain't sending my kid nowhere. You want to send my kid right to me? I take care of that. That's my responsibility.
Right with the daddy, nigga.
Yeah. You ain't going nowhere. You bring it right to me. I might take them from you. I know I'm gonna take them from you. That's mine.
But all jokes aside,
it's mine.
I do think women maybe try not to be out here having surprise babies, but you should have that conversation with the men.
Yeah.
The men, however it go, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is a bit selfish.
He said, "I'm surprised you the poppy." He's bugged.
Huh?
Yeah. He said he surprised you the poppy. Somebody's the pappy.
I'm not your poppy.
I'm not sure.
My thing is, like, once again, I always believe men should have rights. Even when we go to court, we don't have rights.
Exactly. Even when
we the ones. we the ones you're right, we have rights, but what I mean is you're automatically the deadbeat.
You know?
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in court, the judge look at you as this is a deadbeat.
Until you prove yourself.
That part.
Yes,
Right there. Yep.
It is. It's just like in criminal law.
Why can't the woman be the deadbeat though? Why she can't? When you walk in, she's a deadbeat, and I'm here because. Hold on, I'm here because she mad because I'm with the next woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you know why? They can't be the deadbeat because they always with their kids. The daddy is not with the kids, so they the one who's taking you to court.
Why is that?
That's not true. That's not true either.
The child always with the grandmother.
Yeah.
With the grandmoms?
You a deadbeat until you proven you're not a deadbeat. And men, if you know you got a bitter baby mama, take the bitch to court before she take you to court. Go express your rights.
You know the reason why most men don't do that? You know why? You know why most men don't do that? Because as soon as they walk in court, the first thing they're gonna hear is child support.
Exactly.
17%. That's what they're gonna hear. The first thing they're gonna hear is 17%.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why most men don't want to go to court.
Okay, 17% of what you make. Fuck around, she be getting $25 a month.
Exactly. That's a fact. That's a fact.
In some cases.
That's
some
a
cases.
fact.
Because I was paying over a stack. I was paying over a stack, so trust me.
But guess
that's your worth. That's what you was making. You was making over a stack.
Exactly.
But
at the end of the
females
day,
have babies, $25 a month, niggas. Let's keep it funny.
She cannot say you a deadbeat.
Stop having babies with $25 a month, niggas. Man.
Yeah, you gotta have a baby with Dawn. He's paying $100.
I'm good, bro.
$100 a month. Not no $25. Don't get no $25, nigga. You gotta get him.
My thing is this, right? A woman be quick. Women don't hesitate to drag y'all to court. Y'all gotta stop being scared. If you feel like she's whatever, nah.
No, you got an excellent point. You definitely got an excellent point with that.
Their future daughter-in-laws or their future.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't want no grandkids, but I'm just saying. I'm taking you bitches to court. Straight up. Like, it's no. That ass. I'm taking them to court.
Yeah, but all right. Right.
I not have my son and child.
Take the kids and leave town.
Say that again?
Yeah. How about mothers take the kids town?
He said something about mothers take the kids and leave town.
Cause y'all don't express y'all right.
I had that situation.
Cause y'all don't do what? Y'all don't do what?
It all goes back to the men not expressing their rights. Because if you go to court and you express your rights, guess what? She can't leave town with your kids. It has to be approved.
Yeah, it has.
You're at a job. You're at a job, right? You're busting your ass. You're working a 60-hour week. You're busting your ass to pay every bill in the house. You come home to an empty house, kids when she's gone. Oh, within that address. What's that about?
Nigga, I don't know if she got something new she's sliding on, but
word up, right?
You better hire a private eye, nigga. Find out where she.
Yo, get that social. I know you gotta have that social. You gotta have.
No, nowadays, you ain't gotta have. They ain't gotta have your social. Nowadays, they don't gotta have your social.
They just punch in your government.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
like
yo, they got so much information on us, bro. You be surprised. You walk in there, they give you a name. They done did a criminal background check on you. That's why they already, I think, assume that you're a deadbeat. They look at stuff like that, which is crazy because maybe that was your past and your future is different.
But again, if you go to court and you
and then when they leave town, you know, there's no Amber Alerts.
Bro, how many rich niggas can't get?
There's no Amber
Alerts.
Kids.
There's
don't have rich niggas who can't even get custody of their kids.
So it has nothing to do with that. It has no.
Men can get custody of their kids, or they could get partial custody, depending.
Not all of them. There's some people still fighting for their kids. Like,
get a pay lawyer and stop using them damn public DA. Yeah. Whatever you call them.
Yeah. Why she had to get time out? Why she had to get tired of my shit? No, she didn't get tired of my shit. It was because once again, I moved on with my life. So she got in her feelings, and that was the reason why I was in child support.
Oh, okay.
That's all that was. You know what I mean? Don't
woman,
let's put it where it's at. Put it where it's at.
It's called the bitter woman syndrome.
Certain women. Right.
Somebody getting personal right there.
Like, yo, use the kids.
You put me with that.
You want to have
use the kids to do what you want. That's what that
Tell
is.
me to sound like an even trade to y'all. Women, y'all want to have the right to choose, right? So how about when you see this man?
He said I would refer to the person that was leaving with the kids. He said, "Yo,
hold up. She's trying to make a point. I can't hear.
I'm saying, since women want the right to choose, also grow up and stop taking these men to court because they done moved on with somebody else and they happier. Deal with it. Handle your shit like a grown ass woman.
No, she talking about me.
I pushed the button. Oh, I don't know. Handle your shit like a grown ass woman. And stop taking these men to court. Straight up. The system is already against us. Y'all just make this shit worse. Like, and you know black men have it hard.
Close your goddamn legs. Close your goddamn legs. And that was settle everything. That would settle everything. That would settle the court. That would settle the babies. That would settle everything.
Yo.
No sex, right?
Very simple.
We gotta pay some bills. We gotta definitely pay some bills. Yo, you already know what it is.
Right, I'm ready to do a podcast. Go.
Yo. Pay these bills, man. You already know where it's at.
All right. Later, guys.
Later.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Yep.
Welcome. Yeah, our topic is women's right to choose. Yeah, that was Pashi just chimed down. That was good food for thought right there on a women's point of view. But yeah, that was great. Yeah. We're all not. Yeah, we're all not going to be in agreement yet. But yeah.
Just having fun with it.
We gotta have a right to disagree. We gotta have a right to disagree.
So now that the woman is gone, you know it's time to eat it up, guys.
Yeah. Right to choose, let go. First
of all, I gotta talk about that last statement. You know what I'm saying? Women need to close their legs.
I wasn't feeling that one either.
If women close their legs, all of our excitement would be done.
Yeah, I understand that. Bro.
All our excitement would be done. 80% of a relationship is sex.
Yeah. What just like Cuz said, you know what I meant by that, man. It would stop the complaining. Everybody complaining about this and now you close your legs, man. That's what I'm gonna say. The complaint to stop.
I'd rather hear the complaints, bro. I'd rather hear the complaints.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, come on.
Yes, I said 80. A strong 80.
Right. A strong 80. Yeah, you can't hold it out like, it's all our fault. You know what I mean? Because it's not our fault when y'all exactly taking the kids. It's not our fault. We don't take ourselves to court.
Fact.
We're getting these papers in the mail to show up. We have jobs to be at, not court. Why do we have to go looking for our kids? Yeah, y'all got a right to choose, but we also have a right. Nobody's hearing that.
Their choice our wallets.
First of all, y'all saying not 80. this is the problem with a lot of relationships. Y'all don't
Statistics
realize
gotta be
how
higher
much.
than that, bro.
Yeah, women don't realize how much men love having sex. That's one of the key things. Y'all don't realize how much men love having sex, and that's why we get as men and women get into these bumping contests. What you mean that's not true, bro? You don't love having sex?
It ain't all the time. You got to be doing all that. There's more other shit to be doing than having sex all the time.
I mean, you know.
I'm talking about making a whole bunch of babies. You
don't always got to make babies. Because, all right, for example, yes, I had a vasectomy. In all actuality, I got a vasectomy after my fourth kid, and that was because I didn't want any more kids, or I felt I didn't want any more kids. You know what I mean? And then what ended up happening was, I met my wife. I got my vasectomy reversed.
Said now for Dawn. You heard what I said?
And then I ended up now. We did that for a daughter, and we ended up popping 3 other babies. Well, actually 5 other babies. But the point I'm trying to get is, even if you decide
back up, wasn't you, brother?
if you decide in between that this is something you want to do, like as far as let me get a vasectomy, or let me birth control of any method not to have children, that's something we decide to do. But understand that I feel like men should have a choice, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who gave those seeds to you for you to have these babies, whether you don't want to have them or not. Let us talk about it. I'd rather we communicate about it than you just say, ultimately, this is something I don't want to do.
All right. So what if you want to do it and you so anxious, this is your first kid that you want your moms and them to be proud before they pass and before they go up to heaven or anything. And she tell you, no, I don't want no kid.
She could do that though.
So
we can't tell her she can't have one though.
For me, it's like
we don't have that choice. They have all the power in that situation.
That's why I'm saying,
man, you fucking helpless.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I was saying what I was saying.
We shouldn't have to deal with it financially if we don't want it.
That's the difference.
You gotta respect the way they feel. You gotta respect the way anybody feels.
Have a choice to keep it or not. We should also have the choice to not want to pay for that shit if we don't want to.
I do agree with that too.
I mean,
but you know what? My theory about that is, if I'm gonna be a stand-up dude, and what I feel is a stand-up dude, I'm gonna want to take care of my kids. I'm gonna want to spend time with my kids. I'm gonna want to see my kids grow. That's because that's already in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Mindset.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For me, the reason why I go so hard is I grew up without a father. My father passed away when he was younger. So I said I would want to be there for my children to watch them grow. You know what I'm saying? To me, my father made a decision, you know what I'm saying, to walk away. Then the decision was not to walk away when he should have walked away. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, you had kids. But back then, I guess, it was a little, you who you are.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say this, like, we make those choices. You know what I'm saying? So even if I'm a deadbeat, God forbid, because that'll never be me, but if I wanted to be a deadbeat and chose to be a deadbeat, do you not feel like I should have communicated that to that young lady beforehand?
Right.
I don't want to have kids.
Gave her a choice. Gave her a choice. If she wanted,
you gotta tell her, listen, bitch, I'm out.
if she wanted to be, what's her name?
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
If you still want to have a kid after that, that's on you.
You see, this is the one thing I believe, bro, and I'm asking your opinion because I want to know if y'all really feel the same way. We don't give women options. When we want to have sex with them, we don't really give them options. We tell them everything they want to hear. We tell them the grass is green, the sky is blue, whatever they need to hear, just so we can beat. Then once we beat and we get caught up in a situation, now it's like, yo, I want to be out. That wasn't my plan.
Yeah.
You don't feel that? I'm being honest, bro. Do y'all feel like we should have gave them an option, gave them a choice, told them the truth? Yo, look, this is what I want. You're gonna take it or leave it.
But you got some relationship that's like that.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, that's where it cuts both ways. Because a lot of times women want kids, and we don't want kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true too.
But you got not situation where
I'm not saying
you got not relationship too.
The whole scope is to get pregnant by anybody that can, lay it down, and they're gonna get a kid out of it either way.
Mm.
So you do have it. It cuts both ways.
Yeah, but like the relationships that like you be having is serious. It's serious to some people when they laying down. When they laying down, they in love. Oh, it's good. Oh, this is that. You into
if you do have kids, either way, however it cuts, take care of the kids. The kids is innocent. They didn't ask to be here. You asked for ass, she asked for whatever she asked for. Then the kids is innocent. Take care of the damn kids. That's all.
Fact.
Yeah.
She said Rosie Palms and her friends can't get pregnant. See, you're a woman, TK, that believe in abstinence, which that's fine and dandy for certain people.
Tools tied, they got their tools burned and all of that. The tools.
You know what I'm saying? Abstinence. If you choose to live an abstinent life of no sex, just play with yourself. That's a good choice for certain people. You know what I'm saying? But that choice is not my choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get if you getting sexual like that, go get your tubes tied if you don't want to have a baby. And then after a certain time, you can untie your tubes, get them untied, and then go have that baby. If you're gonna be promiscuous like that, running out there and do that, get your tubes tied.
Nah, honestly, bro, majority of women, and this is something I was reading up on, at a certain age is their thought age. Like they just go through a thoughting session. Gotta get it all off. Once they get their thought session out their system,
he said, "What year?" You said, "What year is that?"
What year is that? Right?
I don't want to make I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to make a mistake. So I gotta say that. They don't tie your tubes unless you have 2 kids.
Okay, you gotta have 2.
Oh, well, I never knew that. I never knew that.
I never knew that neither.
But during that thoughting age, women do their little thoughting around. After they get out of that, I think majority of that is like when they were in college, to be honest.
It's when they're actually valuable on the market.
And
they wash no more now. They want to settle. That's how.
So once they get into that settling stage, this is where the game changes. And now, I'm not a thought. I'm not a hoe. I want a relationship. Yeah, I want a relationship. And this is where I think that's when us as men, we go a whole different way.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's where the lies start with us.
That's a fact.
Like, yo, you know what? I got to tell you whatever you want to hear, because you were gorgeous, you're beautiful. I gotta have that, bro.
And then you like shit. She looking like shit, like a shit on the stick. Like, you said what? Yo, I was in the market. Yeah.
I mean, whatever the situation is, whatever the outcome is, I think you should just handle that. Even if you're not together, and the baby does come down to it, or the abortion does come down to it, y'all handle what y'all handle. Take to the table. Y'all both was there, so
but
you should both have a say in whatever goes down.
It's still a woman's right though to do what she wanted.
Right, but you also have right to. You can't, check your right, sir. Come on, you was there.
Like I said,
you can't get pregnant by yourself.
Like I said, once again, know how to pull out. You know what I mean? So you know when you about to do what you got to go do, pull out. You know what I mean?
Why is that on us, bro?
You ever heard three
Why
sperm?
is that on us? This is the part I'm trying to get. Why is that on us?
Yeah.
Just like Pashi said, why didn't you wear a condom? Why did we? Why didn't the same thing I say to women? Why didn't you get a diaphragm?
Why didn't they take you the day after?
Why didn't you know what I mean? Why didn't you use a female condom?
Go on and on, exactly.
They do got female condoms that they push in the inside of themselves. Yeah, they got that.
Yeah. So my thing is like, why? The whole condom thing works both ways.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Plan B, whatever, works both ways. You know what I mean? But why is it always got to be on the man? You should pull out. I got pregnant because you ain't pull out. Like, yo, I was in the middle. I was in the mood like you was in the mood.
But if he didn't want that kid, he should know that. He should know that himself. He should have pulled out. If he didn't want the kid, that's on him. Now, yo, she wants you. Nah, you could come inside of me. You could do all of this. Nah, baby, I don't want no kid. So and I'm gonna back up off on So
that
he got the right to.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Nigga, you trying to?
It does sound way easier than it sounds. You know what I mean? But it don't be like that, bro.
That's the open subject. Like, yo, you're gonna complain about it, and they know it's really like allegedly the governments deal with it because they know people having kids and putting them on welfare and putting them on those kind of them programs, and it's eating their money up.
The only reason I don't agree with it is because of eugenics.
Yeah.
If you don't know what eugenics is, look up eugenics. That's the only reason I don't agree with abortion.
Yeah.
Well, in a nutshell,
the more you have abortions, the more you have abortions, the more damage you do cause to your own body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can catch what's considered, I think it's called pregnancy previa, which is very dangerous for women. When it's where the sac gets attached to the stomach walls. And you basically they got to try to get the baby out in time without you losing enough blood or being damaged.
Yeah, you die from them procedures. Yeah,
right.
Pardon me, guys. So that's something that people should think about when you have an abortion because you're doing a lot of damage to your body.
Yeah,
like each abortion. And I know women that had like 9-10 abortions.
You get scar tissue in the inside. You get scar tissue in your fallopian tube type joint, and you can't have babies no more after all those abortions too. That gives you a whole lot of stuff that occurs with that too. You get all kind of diseases and sickness behind that. But you got to remind you, them people are breaking that baby apart. Some of them babies be fully attached when they doing that.
9-10 abortions. Something got to be right.
They be like full fetuses, yeah. Full-size fetuses, yeah.
So let me ask you a question, bro. I don't know if y'all ever been with women that had abortions. When they decided to have an abortion, would you go to the clinic with them? Would you sit there with them?
When they having those, you wouldn't know.
A friend of mine.
Right.
Majority of times you wouldn't know.
Most times they ain't tell me till after the fact.
You wouldn't know because they just go and do it without your permission behind your back. So you wouldn't.
I mean, me personally, I've been at the abortion clinic with a couple of females, that were either friends or one of mine, and just that feeling of
death,
them going in was like hitting me. It was hitting me in here like damn. You know what I mean? But it was like I knew it was the right thing to do.
Death.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever it was, I knew it was the right thing to do. It wasn't gonna work. I wasn't financially in the right place to take care of a kid.
Now that's respectable. That's why I say it's a woman choice. If she can handle the pressure, then she can be able to handle the pressure. If she can't handle the pressure, then she has a choice and a right to do whatever she want to do. It's her body. You know what I mean? That's what I feel. It's her body. Like, yo, hey, I want the baby here. I know it's gonna hurt you, but here's the reason. And she coming. Here's the reason. I'm not here. I'm not on my feet. I'm not. You know, I'm moving house to house. You know, I feel fucked up. You having a baby and you moving your baby from house to house, crib to crib, and can barely put food in their mouth and all of that. So she should have an opportunity to say, "Nah, I don't want that to happen for me." You know, when I'm on my feet, yeah, I have a baby.
All that's true, but you still have a right to say what you have to say too. I'm not saying you can stop anything. Like you said, that's a lot of you gonna do what you gotta do what you want to do, but you also have a right and a say. As for
Yeah.
I mean, what you got to say might fall on your head 9 times out of 10. It probably will, because once their mind is made up, their mind is made up. But you also have to stay, because you help make that baby.
Yep.
It's like a lot of times our rights are out the window anyway. Damn,
Yeah.
Because we keep our say, that's it.
You
a lot of times you're going to court. You're guilty. You're guilty as soon as you came into the damn court. Like, why are you here? So.
Yep. That's a fact. That's a fact, man.
Listen, the one thing I learned about paying child support was,
leave it open. I'm hot.
I paid child support in the beginning. It bothered me. I was stressed out. I got these small ass checks. What I'm supposed to do with this? Da da da. But then, as I got older, it was like I realized, listen, that money will take care of the kid. You know what I'm saying? And even if she spent it on her boyfriend, her nails, whatever, fuck that money. It wasn't meant for me to have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it. And once I started looking at it like that, the stress came over. Then I started realizing the money didn't bother me anyway. It became habit. Oh well, yeah, they took child support out. Let me do what I got. Let me go hustle this money up the best way I can to make it do what it do.
We went to a proper court. That's what
you can't miss nothing. You can't miss nothing. You can't miss. That's it.
Yeah, fact.
Had that child been there with you, you would have gave him that money anyway. And
yeah, of course.
So
you know what I mean? All it did was take away from little things, like if the new movie came out, I ain't making enough bread to be able to take you to that new movie, so I had to figure something else out. Like what I'm saying, free stuff became the best entertainment for us. You know what I'm saying?
Hold me down. I'll be back.
You know what I'm saying? That stuff like that became the most important things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, let's go to the park. We'll spend 4 or 5 hours in the park.
A lot of times they like, there you go, and they'll appreciate that more than you taking them to the movie. See, and movies, I can take you to the movie, but the time you spend with them, that's priceless.
No, I mean, what you do, you know what you do. Back then, it was easy. Catch that $5 bootleg, get some chips from the corner store. We watching it in the crib. It's just a little shaky. Don't worry about it, baby. It's just a little shaky. We can still see it. See, look. Okay, there we go. So, you make it do what it do, man.
The VHS, definitely.
But either way, Mike, how we leaving on this situation?
And we leaving on this, like I said, it's a woman's right to choose. We also have a right to say what we have to say. We was there when it went down. But at the end of the day, it's going to do what it's going to do. Both parties are in effect with it, in agreement with it. As long as it's coming out. And then, like I said, it is about the kids anyway. So if it's going to go down, it's going to go down. But hopefully it'll go down right. But yeah, good show, man. No, good show. Very informative. Definitely that.
Fact.
How you feel about it, Brock?
Shit. I agree with you. It is what it is. I don't think the law is going to change, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going nowhere. I don't see that happening.
Nah.
Well, my opinion on it is, end of the day, the Republicans are gonna do what they do normally. But the good part about it is that right now the Democrats run a majority of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the final say comes, when the final say when it comes down to it, is we have a Democratic president and a Democratic vice president. So we have a better choice of it getting thrown out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I believe women should have a choice because, like Pa said, if it was a rape situation, why should I keep a rapist baby?
I agree with that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Or, if you're not financially stable, why am I forced to have a child?
That too.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just to bring more populate the world, repopulate the world that is going to cause more economic devastation
That's a fact.
than we already have.
Look at China.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And at the same time, we got to be a little bit more responsible for what we're doing, bro. I mean, that's $1 OxyCondoms will hit you with $500,000 mistake in the end, bro.
Yeah.
Come
definitely.
on. A lot of birth control cheap will save you a lot of headache down the line. It's gonna be really expensive.
You ain't even lie about
both
that.
parties, both parties, can't just fit on one. Both of y'all participating, man. So, everybody do what they do. You know what I mean? Exactly. Pull up. Bubble blasting. Whatever you gonna do. Day after, day before.
No doubt.
Whatever.
So I'm going out like this, like always. You know what I mean? Thank everybody for tuning in, man. Like, I think this is an amazing show. Definitely an amazing show. Yeah. Shout out to Vet. Shout out to TK. Everybody else that was on the check-in. Shout out to Posh. She gave some great knowledge today. Try to wait for
shout out MP for these shirts.
Alimo having difficulties right now.
Yeah, boy.
Them shirts is fire, man.
Right,
shout out to Envious Creations, man.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? I need about 20 more of these. 30 more. Yeah, definitely that.
So make sure y'all download that app.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you check out all the shows on Pandora, iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There ain't gonna be no evening rush tomorrow. So, you know what I mean? Y'all get a free Friday. Oh no, definitely no you don't. Sorry. DJ GMF will be on at 5 p.m.
Whoa.
So make sure y'all tune in on the Evening Rush Network app, Spotify, all of that. So, you know what I mean? EveningRush.com. So, you know what I mean? But other than that,
just download the app. Download the app and get on that. Peace.
Peace.
Bring it out. Go Alimo.